a second. Oh. Oh, come on. I know, I heard it too. Wait, what? God damn it. I know, I heard it too. Wait, I think I got it. Why do you give two options in the menu? Wait, I think I got it. Why do you give two options in the menu? Oh, wow. About time. Amazing. Wow. Okay, so I went in and turned on the mic for the stream. Everything for the stream. But apparently, if you hold down the broadcast button, you can get into a separate option where there's an additional mute the microphone button, even though the mic wasn't muted on the controller or anywhere else. This little extra menu had microphone muted. Sorry, I'm just unchecking all the notes because apparently I was talking to myself for 10 or 15 minutes. However long it was, because I thought everyone could hear me. So I guess we're just going to start it over again. So I guess 2 hours late, but sure, better late than never. Oops, hang on, let me just mute the phone. Just trying to keep an eye on the comments. I think that's why I was talking by myself for so long. All right, so I guess I'll just get started from the top all over again. So thank you for those who stuck with us or stuck with me through this. I should have done a little more due diligence before we started this today, but usually we're just kind of just letting the broadcast go while we work on the game in silence without talking to anyone. So for now that everyone could hear me, I'm Funky Mother from the Genetic Games team. Sorry, a little frustrated. So I am one of the developers for the Jurassic Park Operations game that we are trying to release very soon, hopefully, or at least the demo. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about the release dates and stuff like that and how we plan to roll everything out. We're a pretty small team. We try to work on this on our spare time as much as we can. But life gets in the way. Some people have come, some people have had to leave. A lot of us have had to take some hiatuses and stuff like that. But we are working as hard as we can to get this out into everyone's hands. We definitely appreciate all the support that everyone has given us. We really tried to push for at least get the demo out before Dominion came out, but that didn't happen. So we are working on polishing everything, and we'll talk about that. What we're working on for the demo and what we need to get finished just to get that out to everyone, and then everything else that's coming after that. So we've been working on this for about 2 years now. The beginning was a little slow. We kind of didn't know what we wanted to do. I know Dex had made the kitchen raptor scene, which was really, really cool. Chronodican had made some... Oh, sorry if I butcher everyone's name. I totally will. Probably not except for Dex. I'm just going to call you Dex for the stream. And then Chronodican, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but that's how I've always read it in the Discord. We don't really, we don't really talk to each other. So this is probably the second time everyone from the team's actually hearing me, besides one little tutorial video I had made when we started the project. Like I said, Dex was working on some JP stuff, some Jurassic Park stuff. Chronodican's working on some dinosaur and Jurassic Park stuff, and I was working on a follow-up or a sequel to Trespasser, and I had to release the demo on Dreams. The graphics are super, super below par. It's one of the reasons why I wanted to come working on this project too. Get a little bit better at dreams and making things. Uh, when I come back eventually after Jurassic Park operations to finish off Trespasser, it'll be that much better. So Dex had kind of assembled everyone, sent me a message. Hey, you want to work on a Jurassic Park game? It said, sure, why not? I love Jurassic Park. What do you got planned? So originally, the plan was just to have a free roam for Isla Nublar. We're going to do locations from the film, as well as some new locations based off the book, and also some things from some of the comic books, some of the other video games. I know Jurassic Park, the game, had featured a lot of cool new locations, and they took a lot of liberties with some of the lore to bring a new storyline set in the Jurassic Park world, and that's what we're going to try to do too with our story mode as well. So originally it was just the free roam of the island, and then we talked about doing maybe just a tour as well. I always thought it was a cool idea to be able to sit back in the little explorer from the movie, just like the main characters did, and go on a tour of the island, just as we would if the park was real and it opened and everything. So from that, we had started going off. I know Dex was working on some artwork. Chronodican was working on making the Jeep and the tour vehicle drivable with all the physics and everything that comes with that. I had gone off to work on some of the AI for the dinosaurs. I've always really liked emergent gameplay, so I wanted to make something where the dinosaurs would be able to walk around and not be super scripted. And then based off of that, we kind of said, "Hey, well, this stuff's kind of fun. It's going to be cool. Why don't we turn this into some mini games? Since there isn't really a lot to play in the game, it's not really a game. So we decided to break off and do a couple of mini games based off, like I said, the Jeep, the Raptor AI, and then we had come up. Well, we need some other ideas. So one of the other mini games that we're going to be launching with the demo is the River Adventure Ride. So that's more of a scripted thing." I've shown some of it off in the other streams. I know Chronodican has done it too, and I think it was one of the very first streams that was on this channel. We'll take a little fly through of the dock scene on that in a little bit. That's based off of a part in the novel where Dr. Grant and the kids go down the river raft tour ride that never opened, but they're being chased by the T-Rex. Universal Studios had made it into a theme park ride, and we based a lot of our of the mini game experience off of that ride too. We'll take a look at that in a little bit, like I said, and then after we decided to include the mini games with the free roam on the island, we were always kicked around the idea of doing a story, and we had come up with a couple of bullet points and kind of like just the outline of a script of how we can make a new story based on Jurassic Park, something that would take place within that timeline and within the universe, and it fits in with the lore. And everyone liked it, so we said, okay, well, we're going to go through with the story too. So right now, the plan is to release the demo first. We had gone back and we're reworking the T-Rex minigame right now. The team wasn't super happy with the way it was coming out, so we figured just let's wipe the slate clean and start over again. So if you go back to one of the other streams, you'll see we've played it a couple of times, the older version, and then today we'll do we saw the fly through in a little bit, but we're going to do everything over again now that my microphone is working. So then I can narrate. We're just going to start off from the top, so I'll show the fly through again. And that's based off of the new concept art for the new version of that. So we're working on that right now. We're also adding a intro / kind of tutorial for the Raptor Hunt game, because there's a lot of mechanics in there that aren't really, you won't really know just by playing, and just the way the new T-Rex Paddock game is coming out, we feel like the Raptor Hunt game needs a little more of a story, a little more of an intro. And I'll explain some of the gameplay mechanics, like you're able to hide behind some of the plants and stuff like that, since the animals or the AI does need line of sight to get to you. And there's kind of some cool gameplay mechanics too in that. And while we're kind of doing that, we're just wrapping up some little things like writing writing some dinosaur profiles, which we'll take a look at a little bit. And then we've actually added one new mini game, which we won't show today. Dex had sent me, it's somewhere in here, it's down here. In this in this little collection here, part of the mini game. It's one of the 2 levels from the new mini game, but I don't think we'll show that off today, just because it's in such early development. Basically, there's going to be 2 levels to the new mini game. It's going to be Triceratops and a Brachiosaurus are the 2 big differences, and you'll have to it'll kind of be like a little escape room thing. The Triceratops one is based off of the scene from the film where the Triceratops is sick, so you'll have to diagnose kind of what's wrong with the Triceratops and what you need to do to make it happy. So we took some inspiration from the film, the book, and then if anyone's played Jurassic Park Evolution, those are pretty good. 2 pretty good games. The first one and the sequel. We took some ideas from them about making the animals happy, so they don't freak out or anything like that. So once we get those done, we'll give everyone a release date for the demo. So we'll talk about exactly what's in the demo a little bit right now. So it's going to be 4 mini games. Another feature that we're going to have is music player. Chronauticon has made all this fantastic music for the project. There's a couple of originals that they've made, as well as a lot of the music from the films. I won't play a lot of the music from the films just because I don't want to get a copyright strike. I know some of the other videos have gotten them. So this is one of the scenes that will be featured in the demo. It's just a little music player. There'll be 3 different scenes, all different playlists, where you'll be able to go and check out all that really cool music that they have made. And this concept art is pretty cool. We'll play another track. Pretty sure this is an original. Oops, I missed. Ooh. We'll do this one more. These tracks will be put into a scene. Like I said, Dexter sent me this little collection just to go through on the stream, because usually we just go and kind of go through whatever we're working on. I know last time I was just kind of going through the initial alpha build that we had put together for the demo, so I kind of don't want to keep doing the same things over and over again. So besides the music player, another thing that the demo will feature will be there'll be a little profile, a dinosaur profile kind of thing. So this is kind of a concept for the dinosaur profile for the menu you'll see here, but the actual profiles, if you go back to one of the other videos, I've showed off what the profile scene will look like, where we have right now for it, so you'll be able to do a fly through and check out all the really cool models that Palskage, I can never say anyone's name, I'm butchering it. Anyway, however you say your name, fantastic job with all the models. They look really, really good. We even especially requested a Herrerasaurus model, and they did a real bang-up job on that too. And I know Chronauticon and Dex have gone back and repainted some things like the Velociraptor to make it more like the original ones from Jurassic Park, where they were more brown. The model that was uploaded. Had some tiger stripes, I think, if I remember. So the ones we're using for the game have a different skin. They look really cool. This is the Herrerasaurus. I know when I showed it off before, Dex had its very, very early concept, but this is just I still think it looks good. So. So we will have some dinos that weren't in the film and weren't in the novel, but everything that we're trying to do is based off of the film, the novel, and included comic books, the video games, fan lore. We're just trying to take everything into account and bring everyone a kind of a new story, new experience for Jurassic Park. So we did for the demo, the music player, the dinosaur profiles. We'll have some concept art in there as well. This was I got two versions. One's just I had to remove the music. It was just a Jurassic Park theme music, and I know definitely get a flag for that. So there'll be some concept art. I know Dex has tons and tons of stuff on their PlayStation because always posting screenshots in our dev Discord about really cool stuff. So this is just something they had sent me for the stream, which is pretty cool. Had some music behind it. Like I said, though, I had to kill the music. So we will feature a little section in the demo of concept art, but the main focus for the demo will be the mini games, where we'll showcase some of the gameplay from that will be featured in the story and stuff. So the first one we'll talk about will be the Rex Chase minigame. So this game had started with the idea that we really liked the scene, as everyone does, from the first film where the T-Rex is chasing, Malcolm and Dr. Sattler down the trail. We just wanted couldn't figure out a way to incorporate that into the story. And we'll talk about the story after we talk about the demo. So we had the idea for the minigame, and then it kind of evolved. Okay, well, we can't just have the T-Rex chasing us. We need to do something in the game. So the T-Rex minigame, we decided, okay, well, how about we you'll drive through the T-Rex paddock, and you will kind of reactivate or repair some motion sensors that are in there. Now, you don't really see them in the film, but they are in the novel. They're a big part of the novel, actually. So we decided to take that concept and put it into there. Like I said, right now it's being reworked, so we won't actually go and play it. But Dex had put together a fly-through camera of a scene that had done they made to do the new concept art to rework this. So if you want to go back to one of the other streams, you can see the way it used to look like, and then this is just how the new one's going to look. So it's not gameplay. It's just going to be a fly-through camera of the new T-Rex paddock or T-Rex chase minigame. All right. I think it's just on a loop. So the new version looks awesome. Before, when my mic was off, I was saying thank you, and I'm totally going to butcher your name if you're still here, but I think it's Red Saisku. Never going to say that right, but they did a really, really killer job with some VO there. We got some more people coming in for the VO for the next scene, and it's turning out really well. So I can't wait for everyone to play that one. Can't wait to show it off and all that stuff. But it looks awesome. The new version definitely looks awesome. So it's going to be well worth the wait. One of the other mini games we have is the River Adventure mini game. Sorry if I repeat myself, since I talked to myself apparently with the microphone off for a super long time. I'm kind of might go over things twice because I'm not sure if I already talked about it at the beginning of this or if it was when my microphone was off. But we have a river adventure game, and we'll do a little fly-through cam here of one of the scenes there, just from the docks, where you're going to kind of board. You're going to go through a little like tour of a cave thing in the actual scene. You go board the raft. So this was based on the part of the novel where there was supposed to be a river adventure ride that Lex, Tim, and Dr. Grant go down and get chased by the T-Rex. That's in the novel. It got cut from the film for budget reasons, and then Universal Studios had taken it and made it into a theme park ride. I've been on the one in Florida. It was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. And then we kind of based our little mini game here off of the Universal one. So I've shown it off more in the other streams, like all the other mini games. So we won't go into it. We'll just do a little fly through of it real quick, just to show you kind of what it looks like. The audio is going to be a little weird just as the camera flies in and out of zones. Don't worry, there will be dinosaurs on this dinosaur tour. But not today. Because that's all we're going to look at is just the docks for that one. Let's see, I got my little list of notes here. Let me just check off. So we did the Rex Chase, the River Adventure. One of the other games I'm not going to go and show off. Felt like I played that one enough in the other ones. It's the Raptor Hunt mini game. So again, that's based off of the dinosaur AI that we had made. There's some really cool gameplay features in there, which will be explained through a tutorial now. It was a little ambiguous before. But there's some kind of cool features like the raptors do need line of sight, so you'll be able to hide behind some bushes and things like that, use them for cover, hunt the raptors. There's other things like they're attracted to your flashlight, and in the VR version, you'll be able to drop your flashlight, and then, if you want to set up a trap, lure them into the flashlight, and then jump out from behind the bushes or your hiding spot and set an ambush for them. They do pack hunt and stuff and everything in the game, which is pretty cool. So felt like that turned out pretty good. But like I said, if you want to look at some of that, just go to one of the other streams. Basically, you're going to hunt down the 3 raptors. There's 2 levels for it right now. I'm kind of kicking around. If we have time, I'll throw in a 3rd one. There's a 3rd bonus level where you do not hunt raptors. You'll hunt something else, which is kind of cool. But then the other minigame we have is a new minigame. I already talked about that one, I think, in the beginning. I believe, right? We talked about the Brachiosaurus Triceratops game. Did I mention that? I think that was the first thing I talked about when going into the mini games. I was going to talk about that last, but yes. Did everyone hear about the Triceratops Brachiosaurus game? I'll wait till we move on, just in case. No, yes? Did we do this one yet? I can't remember. No? Let me type it in the chat and ask everyone. Let's see, I can't remember because I already talked about it when my mic was off. So I don't remember if I talked about this. Okay, so I got a note. Okay, so the last minigame, the fourth minigame, it's going to be two different levels, and it's kind of like an escape room. We base the one you'll be helping a Triceratops. It's based off of the scene in the film, where everyone jumps out of the toy vehicle and they got to diagnose what's wrong with the Triceratops. You'll be doing something similar to that. You have to kind of go through its paddock and figure out what's upsetting it. And the same thing here with these Brachiosaurus. They're super, super early on, so I'm not going to show them off. There's not really a whole lot of animations. Actually, for the Brachiosaurus, there's practically no animations in this one yet. And I know the Triceratops, the AI is super early right now, so it just kind of walks around and avoids things like trees and stuff, but it's not ready to be shown off. So, Dex is saying added, feel free to play it. All right, I didn't check this out before we started because I know it's super early, but Dex is chatting that they added a camera and stuff, so we'll see what we got. Okay, so Dex framed it up. I thought it was going to pop into the player character, where it's kind of the mechanics are a little screwy right now, just because we're still working on this one. Just to while we redo the T-Rex paddock, we're just trying to add some more content to the demo for everyone. So, like I said, the Triceratops one, these are kind of like two escape room levels. You'll be just trying to figure out what's wrong with the animals, and there'll be different objectives to do in each one. So that'll be our 4 mini games. It'll be the T-Rex paddock, the river adventure, the raptor hunt, and then I just want to exit this, and the Triceratops / Brachiosaurus little mini games there. So that's what's going to include in the demo when we release it. So there should be there's a lot of content there. So hopefully everyone enjoys that. After we release the demo, we will be adding VR support for the demo. For all the mini games, the menu, everything. So everything will be playable in VR. And as we do the updates too, all you have to do is follow the Jurassic Park Operations Dream, and we're going to update the Dream itself. So we're not going to have 2 different versions for VR and all that stuff. We're just going to put it all into the one Dream. So wherever you want to play it on, you just go to the one spot. After we add the VR support, we're going to go and focus on the story mode. Now, we had started the story mode. We did a big chunk of the first episode. We won't release the story all as one. It's going to come out in different episodes. How many episodes we're going to have, we don't know yet. It's just how we break the story up. Right now we have the outline of how the story is going to go, where we're going to start, where we're going to end. And I've seen a lot of questions about the story. It's going to have main characters from the film, from the books. How's it going to intertwine with the film? Is it going to be something new? Are going to be see the locations from the film and stuff like that. So this story, you'll be playing as a new character to the franchise. It's a character we had invented based on some of the lore from the books, comic books, the films, everything. We're just trying to stay true to the lore and not just go off the cuff with everything. So the new character knows Robert Muldoon from his past, and you'll travel to Isla Nublar, and you'll figure out the problem they have with the raptors. I don't want to give away too much, but during the story, you'll go to places that are in the film, but you won't be there when they happen. This is the biggest question I've always seen on the Discord and what people have asked on the YouTube channel and stuff like that. But to put it, be more specific, like you won't be at the T-Rex paddock when the T-Rex breaks out. You won't be in the visitor center when the power goes out. We will visit those locations, but we're trying to do something that was similar to what Jurassic Park the game had done, where you're on the island during the 1993 incident, but you won't be, you won't be in the scenes as they happen. So you'll go to the T-Rex paddock, but or the breakout for the T-Rex, but after that has already happened, you will interact with some of the main characters. So, for example, in the first episode when it releases, you'll be inside of the raptor pen with Robert Muldoon right before he exits and introduces himself to the main characters in the film right before they feed the raptors. You'll go to the visitor center, but not at any time that you're going to see on screen. And this way, at least we can stay true to the film without kind of rewriting everything. So I thought that was a really cool idea. It's a little bit of a problem to make everything work since the Jurassic Park lore is all over the place. The books take place during one time and feature tons of different stuff than the films do. But I think we're doing a pretty good job about keeping everything cohesive and staying true to the lore. Let's see. So we did the story. We explained the story, how it intertwines, all that good stuff. Again, we're pulling material from the books, fan lore, the films, comic books, just pretty much everything that's kind of been established in the Jurassic Park universe. So as for the game itself, we talked a little about the story. I don't want to give away too much. We will feature a new kind of, a new dinosaur. Not a new dinosaur, but a new, I'm going to say like antagonist dinosaur. That'll kind of be, how the Spinosaurus was, the raptor, the T-Rex, how most of the Jurassic Park films have a new dinosaur. That's the main focus. We're going to do that as well. As for gameplay for the game itself, it's going to be a first-person shooter. But we've always talked about how we didn't want to make it into something that was like a Turok game where you're just loaded up on ammo, going around shooting everything, and it basically kind of takes away from what the whole aspect of the first film was, which was, this is something that no one can contain, no one can control. So ammo will be super light. We're also featuring puzzles in it. I really like some of the parts of the book. Towards the end, there's one scene where Dr. Grant goes back and he kills a raptor by injecting an egg with, I forgot the chemical, but he injects it with a chemical and he rolls it towards the raptor and the raptor eats it and he dies. So we're going to take inspiration from things like that to make kind of like a little puzzle scene, or not puzzle scene, but puzzles in the gameplay that aren't, figure out this code or, hack this computer. It'll be a little bit something more than that. And that's kind of what, going back to the mini games, the Triceratops and the Brachiosaurus games, we're kind of using those mini games to kind of explore some of the gameplay mechanics and develop some of that logic that we will be putting into the story. So like I said, I don't want to go too much into the story because I know I'm going to kind of give away some things that I kind of want to keep secret, and I know the team does too, story-wise. If anyone have a question about the story, I know I've seen a lot on the Discord about the characters and how it's going to, exactly what it will be. So if anyone has a question now, feel free to post it into in the chat, in the Discord or the YouTube. I'll answer it. And then if not, we'll move on. I'm going to show off just a couple more things, and then we're going to end this. And if anyone's got any more questions, the video will go up. I'll edit, obviously, my non-mic part out in the beginning. We'll post it up on our YouTube channel. And then I can always come back and answer any questions anyone has. And do another stream or just answer them right in the chat. I see someone just made it to the stream. Oh, we're just finishing up. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them now. I'm just going to show off a couple more things before we end it here. And then, like I said, I'm just going to edit the video and then leave it up. And if anyone's got any more questions, I will come back and answer them in either another stream or in the Discord, something like that. A brief synopsis of the story. Yes. Okay. So, yeah, I don't want to give away too much on the story, but basically you're going to play as a new character. We basically play as a new character, and you're going to basically go to the island and have to figure out the problem that Robert Muldoon is having with the raptors. Our story is based on more of the book than the film, and like I said, I don't want to say too much, but you're going to go there as someone from Robert Muldoon's past, from his time in Africa as a game warden, and sorry, losing my train of thought here. You'll have to go to the island and kind of figure out what happens. So our story is going to intertwine with the film. So we're going to see a lot of locations from the film. We're going to see a lot of new locations, but you'll never be in the same place in the films as they were happening in the film. So you won't be at the T-Rex paddock when the T-Rex breaks out and things like that. But you will go back and see those locations and things like that. And this was mostly just to give everyone a new story. We had two story treatments. One was the original one, or the original idea, which is the one that we had wound up going with, and the other story treatment was one that you would actually go back, you'd play as kind of a new character. The park would have been open like if nothing happened, and you would go through as, like a new tourist, and it would pretty much just be every event from the film, but you'd be playing it, first person. So there was nothing new there, and we wanted to bring everyone something new. So that's why we went with an original idea, but we're going to try to really work a lot of the iconic scenes from the film into those. So that's basically the story. I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to give away too much for the story, but it will be something brand new, an original story, so a new adventure for everyone to play. So Dex sent me some other things. We'll just show off real quick. This was just, our HUD. This is everything kind of activated. Some kind of navigation systems that we have here. Your ammo, health. We got a little stamina bar. What the subtitles will look like. This will be the pause menu. And we have some kind of cool graphics here, like the motion sensors for the T-Rex minigame, and then probably put some of that into the regular story mode. And we'll just finish up real quick because Dex had sent me the Visitor Center Rotunda, which is kind of like, I would say it's like the kind of crowning jewel for everything. This one I just had taken the music out just so we don't get the strike, but we'll just take a walk around the Rotunda before we wrap up real quick. Oh, is there AI or scripted events beyond the story, meaning interactive elements and free roam mode? Yes, we will have a free roam mode. Oops, I went to the wrong version. Sorry, that is just a little teaser I was putting together. Hang on, let me just go back and reread that comment. Sorry, I missed a couple. Will you be able to just explore the island? Yes. When everything is said and done, that is the last thing we're going to put in. Will be a free roam mode, where you'll be able to just walk around, visit everything. That's the idea with that. That's originally what the project had started off with, and then we'll just end it with that instead. Because once we develop the story, we have all the locations, and we're just going to open that up for you to kind of walk around. And then, okay, second question. Is there AI or scripted events beyond the story, meaning interactive elements in a possible free roam mode? Yeah, there will be a free roam mode. I don't know how much interaction we'll put into that. But there will be a lot of interaction in the story. Like I said, again, there will be, we're trying to keep the FPS light. I don't want to go around shooting everything, being overpowered. So there will be some scripted events. I don't want to say too much because there's a part of a really cool part where the T-Rex emerges. That was in the old Rex mini game that I would like to see in the new one. So I don't want to give away too much, because then no one will be really surprised by anything. But the story will contain scripted events, and our AI is set up to kind of go around and do its own thing. I'll show that. I'll go into that in just a second, but we'll just take a look around the rotunda a little bit more, because this came out just awesome. Like, super good. So beautiful. Thank you. Everyone did a great job on this. Much better than the Sega CD version, which I started playing through, which is kind of funny. You actually get to blow up the visitor center. Trespasser, I will start Trespasser again once Jurassic Park Operations is over. I wanted the graphics to be a lot better, so I decided to join the team here, get a little bit better at Dreams, and then just make Trespasser better. So once we wrap with Jurassic Park Operations, then I'm going to go back and finish up Trespasser. I always really liked Trespasser, and doing a story on Isla Sorna is going to be really cool. So, oops, walking on the rocks. All right, since we had a question, I'll just show you the. We're talking about scripted events and stuff like that. I'll just go real quick to the AI. Sorry, just give me 1 second. Let me just find. I had set up a scene to kind of where you could change the terrain and stuff like that, or make it into like a little maze. Might not be Raptor, it might just be AI. Hey. Set up, we could stamp this into other things. Oh, I'll just open up. No. Take them. Sorry, let me just make a new scene real quick. Import those raptors. Hey. I don't know why it sounds like he's saying hey, but he's saying something else. So again, some of those dinosaurs are scripted, and then they also contain this wandering AI we made. Sorry, let me just copy this real quick. Oops. So we can make a little maze. So the AI will kind of figure itself out. The Raptor AI does feature things like pack hunting and stuff like that. So if they see you and they're close to another Raptor, they'll actually call for help, and then they kind of all meet up, and they'll start attacking you. Just go turn it on. I know it's turned off, just because they'll start wandering. We'll just make a little maze real quick. See if we can get it stuck. I hope it doesn't get stuck. It shouldn't get stuck. But then again, my microphone should have worked hours ago. Oops. Trying to get it more like a maze here. Let's throw that in front of it. So having the option, between scripted or using the AI, it's going to help us bring a better experience to everyone. We're going to have those really cool scripted events, and then also have kind of some emergent gameplay and things like that. Or if you want to come back and replay it, then you'll get a different experience the second time. So, all right. Well, I think that's kind of it for now. If anyone has any questions, feel free to post them into our Discord, or when this video goes up onto our channel, things like that, and I'll come back and I'll answer them. And then we'll do another stream soon too. We'll do some development next time with like the microphone on, explain some of the systems and things like that. But if you're still here, or if you just came in, thank you very much for stopping by and checking out our project here. And like I said, we're working really hard trying to get it out to everyone. We just want to kind of blow everyone away and give you all a really good Jurassic Park game, since we all know there isn't that many of them. But really, really, really trying for you guys. So again, thank you very much, and we'll be in touch with everyone and get that demo out to you as soon as you can, or as soon as we can. Thanks again. Bye.